The Pelicans beat the L out of the Lakers. Now we just call them the Acres. It aches my heart every time I watch them now. Russell Westbrook turning the ball over is as common as Anthony Davis getting injured. And we all know how often that is. The only bright spot is a 37-year-old man. Who would have knew the oldest trophy in the room would be the shiniest? Somebody need to sit Russell Westbrook down and explain to him he's only a superstar by name at this point. The Lakers picked up a lemon, let's be honest. Instead of getting a working Toyota, Buddy Hield, they decided to get the shiny BMW without the Carfax. Because if they would have read the Carfax, it clearly states it's a 37-year-old turnover machine out of its prime. Go figure. We all knew it was a bad idea to get rid of all those young players. All those young, promising players. We traded away the future for a championship and Anthony Davis? The injury bug? Translate that to hip hop. That's what you call a Happy Meal that came with a toy.
Whoa!
Who do you blame for such a disastrous roster? You can't blame LeBron. He's just trying to win now. He's 37. Can't blame Magic. He's not there anymore. The coach? We don't know him. So who do you blame? Pelinka or Jenny Buss? Jenny Buss is the last say-so, but Pelinka is running the team. So he really got the say-so of who he put in front of Jenny Buss. And he put together a roster full of pieces that don't fit. Trying to please LeBron James. LeBron James ain't worried about the Lakers. He worried about championships and his legacy. That's why he had no problem with the Lakers giving up Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Caldwell Pope, all of these stars in the league today who was just young guys back then, but we seen the potential. We seen the potential in Brandon Ingram. I was shocked when they got rid of him. We seen the potential in Lonzo Ball. I was shocked when they got rid of him. All because they wanted a championship right now, so they decided to bring in an injury bug who barely played. Now that's who should be load managing. He should only be allowed to play 30 games in the regular season because we need his ass in the playoffs. Anthony Davis. Russell Westbrook should only be allowed to play 4 minutes. Participation. Give him 4 minutes for participation, then sit his ass down. Let him play in practice. But in the real game, sit his ass down. Because it aches our hearts to see the Lakers going out like this. With superstars on the team. I can see they didn't have no superstars, a bunch of young players, a bunch of nobody. They got superstars on the team by name. So every time we see a Anthony Davis, a LeBron James, a Westbrook, a Carmelo, we expecting something, but we get nothing. We get 37-year-old LeBron, 33-year-old Westbrook out of his prime, a 28, 29-something Anthony Davis, who spend most of his prime on the bench because he always getting nicked and nacked. Every time he falls, it's like, what happened this time? Did he hurt his pinky? Did he hurt his knee? What now? What now? And the problem is, you see, we see Anthony Davis can't play the whole 82. We see that. But the coach refuses to adjust to the Anthony Davis body. Just let him play 30 to 35 games. Or let him play every 3 games. On the third game, he plays. Because he's not going to survive a whole 82-game season. And we see that time after time. In New Orleans, he was on the bench. You think he gonna switch it up now? His body ain't like that. We only tolerate him because he's a superstar. If he wasn't a superstar getting injured like this, he would have been out the league. He would have been out the league. I'm only making this rant for the Lakers fans because we're wondering what's going on. Why is Westbrook still out there? We see he's out of his prime. He's a turnover machine and can't put a ball in a bucket nowhere. He should practice in the ocean. He should practice shooting the ball in the ocean first before he starts shooting the ball in the rim. Because that's way smaller than the ocean. You know? He's not who he used to be. He still think that somebody need to humble him and sit his ass down. Until he understand to be a role player instead of a superstar. Just be a role player, dog. Get your hustle points. Be the hustle man. Don't shoot the ball. Pass the ball. As soon as you touch it, get it out your hands. Matter of fact, if you touch it, it's a bad play. Because every time you touch it, something bad end up happening. Sorry, Russell. I'm just saying.